What's wrong with
And just 1 minute.
just what is wrong with the internet today?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, I've got
So now it's online.
okay. Rabbi, don't go far.
No, I'm here.
Okay, very good. Why don't I see anybody in here?
No, this is live on Facebook. You will see who is looking, but there's someone who's looking right now.
Oh, okay.
Don't-
תודה רבה, צדיק, תודה רבה. Yeah, I should learn French. Shalom לכולם. We have got Rabbi theory. Welcome once again to our limud, our daily limud. Torah. Okay. Moshe, in his farewell speech, he says the Torah is our wisdom, it's our understanding, it's our knowledge. What is he referring to? What is he referring to? For those who have been with us, you know what he's referring to. Wisdom, bina, or meaning chokmah, bina, and that. This is what is called Chabad Mochin. It's what is called Mochin. So we learn Torah day and night. No retirement in a Torah study. Our Pasha, this week's Pasha, in the land of Israel is Lekh Lekha. Lekh Lekha. First of all, what does this word mean? Two words joined together. They are all the same, Lekh Lekha, except the last one. The vowel is not the same. The vowel is a kamat, which in a literal translation would mean lecha, meaning to you, to a male person. Lekh Lekha. Lekh Lekha. Be Ishai. Would you mind to answer this phone, please? And tell them I'm in Ilimot, I can't answer the phone. Sorry. I will skip the halacha or halachot for today. Does not mean that it's not important, it's not a priority. It is the priority, but for some reasons I skip the halachot for today. And the best of Hashem on Yom Rishon, we will learn halachot. It's still the halachot on Bereshit. It's about Kiddush, reciting Kiddush, how important it is, because without having the knowledge of halachot, it would become problematic to understand as to how to perform mitzvot. Mitzvot translated as commandment, but yeah. So halachot, we will learn it as from Yom Rishon, Bezrat Hashem. Or we will come back to them. Our Pasha, Lekh Lekha. Lekh Lekha, I wanted to quote or to read what is the Chumash in the Bereshit, the book of Bereshit, I read it as out to our hearing. Vayomer Adonai El Avram, Lekh Lekha me'ertzeka וממולדתך ומבית אביך אל הארץ אשר אראך ואשך לגוי גדול. God said to Abraham, not to Abraham, go forth from your land and from your birthplace and from your father's house. To the land that I will show you. I will make you into a great nation. What is all this? What is all this? I wanted to draw your attention quickly. This is how the names appears in the pasuk that we have just read. The name Abraham, not Abraham, but Abraham. So keep this word in mind, because Ariakadosh, on his book Shaar Pasukim, is going to lead us as to what is being said there, or what is the secret behind all this word. I read from the Shaar hapsukim, Parashat Lekh Lekha. It reads as follows in Ariakadosh's teaching and books. Kivar netvar atzilenu bedrush or bederush, no, bedirush הנוקבה, כמה בכי היו בה, משמרה העולם, ועוד חרבן בית שני. מה קרה? Welcome Anava to our limud. We are on a parasha of the week, Lekh Lekha. I was just in the middle of reading the from the Shaar hapsukim, the teaching of our master Yakadosh. I repeat, Kivar netvar atzalenu bederush הנוקבה, כמה בכי היו בה, משנברא העולם, ועוד חרבן בעת שני, ואיך היו הזיווגים של זון בכל זמן וזמן באש. Not the ash like Aleph. It's just an abbreviation. It's not just. There's a meaning to it. The translation, let me try to the best of my ability. Kivar, nitvar, as we have explained in our exposition, in our explanation. Exposition is that much of a higher, explaining a very higher concept. Exposition on a patsufim or patsuf of nukva. What is nukva anyway? Nukva, this is the what he calls malchut. In the line of all the sefirot, the last after the yesod of Zah, the last one, the last hey, meaning we have got five patsufim. The first one is Ketel, the pinnacle of the word of the letter Yud. And the body of Yud is called Chokhmah, meaning it's also called the father. Sepatzuf, the father. And the first here is called Ima. And the second letter, Vav, is called Zah, Zerampin. And the last here is called Nukva, which is called also Malchut. This is the Patsufim, 5 Patsufim. But here in most of Arya Kadosh teaching, we are referring it to 4 Patsufim. Here, on this passage, we are dealing with Nukva. It has existed in various states of development in the union with Za'ampin from the time the world was created until the destruction of the second temple. What does that mean? We will explain, Besat Hashem. We take information and then we will go to crack the teaching of our master Arya Kadosh. Arya Kadosh continues. Veine, ata niv'ar, imi haya zug lezi'ir ampin, imi nukva, kodem zemani havot, all bezmanam. We will now discuss whether Zeir Ampin and the Nukva coupled before the era of the patriarchs. What is this? What is this? The era of the patriarchs. We remember that when the Torah speaks about the patriarchs, it speaks about from Abraham to Yaakov. Arya Kadosh continues. We take the information and then we go to the detail. Da ki kodem she nolad Abraham lo haya zivug al zeir alpin im hanukva. Before Abraham was born, Zerampin and the Nukva did not couple. We will see to it. Besot Hashem. Lefi Shadain Mizmanim Haham. Haya za ban ve kuf. I will explain that based on Hashem. Hanikra zeman hanika. As I said, before Abraham was born, Zair or Za in the Nukwa, meaning the Vav in the last Hey of Havaya did not couple. Did not couple meaning that they did not have any Yichud. For in those days, Zera Ampin, meaning Za, was in the nursing. What is nursing? This is what is being called Yenika. Yenika. What is this Yenika? We will explain based on Hashem. Nursing stage, and they still consisted only of 6 extremities or extremes. What are these extremes? These are the 6 sephirot of Za. What are these? Chesed, Gevurah, Tiferet, Netzach, Hod, and the Yesod. 6 of them. 6 of them. It is as follows. All Ariakadosh continue with his teaching. Velo nechansu bo amochin de gad lot benoda ki ein tipet m dalet maze m dalet. Okay, never mind. I'll figure it out. That's what Hashem. I'll figure. Nishimachat ela min hamochin ולכן לא היה אז זיווג לזון. Why was Zair Anpin considered as being in the nursing stage? Because intellect or the mochin, or Za did not get the mochin yet, and the mochin did not end. The Za did not yet end the Za, and as is known, the drop of male water, the semen, can be elicited only from the mind. This is our Torah, that this the semen that the male during the yichud, during the union, that he passes it to his wife. In fact, is from the mind, from the mochin. How? We will see. Therefore, there was until then no coupling of Za in the Nukva. Before the era of the patriarchs, the forefathers, Abraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov. Before that time, according to Ari Kadosh, there was no coupling of Za and the Nukva. We continue and we take two more passages of Shaar hapsukim. וכאשר נולד אברהם, התחיל למעלה הטהורות זיווג עליון, ולכן נקרא שמו אברהם. What is saying? When Abraham was born, we talk about before he was born. Now this time he was born. Abraham. When Abraham was born, or Abraham was born, there is started to be above an arousal toward the supreme coupling of Za and the Nukva. This is why he was named Abraham. והרומז על זיווג יסוד דזעיר, meaning the Zaire. There was a country that is called the Congo. It's closer to the country of my birth. Previously, before probably before, is it 90? I cannot remember exactly, but I think 99 or something like that, or before that. It was called, no, 91, sorry. 91, 90 or 91. It was formerly known as Zaire. For those who have been listening to our limudim, but from Bozina Kadisha here, you would remember that the very same country that was previously called Zaire is Congo, and there has been Congo before that. Has been in Congo. And we know this is the empire of Kush. So we continue. This is why he was named Abraham. Okay? Im Yesod. Im Yesod Denukva. Anikara M or Mem Shofit. Shetoma or Shetome Ushinehem Nikarim Abraham. For this name allude to the coupling of Yesod of Za, the Yesod of Za Alpin, known as the limb, with the Yesod of Nukva, known as the final man. We will see. Let's get to the information. I will explain based on Hashem to the best of my ability. Ari Kadosh continues. Aval עדיין לא נעשה הזיווג העליון בפועל עד שהלך אברהם לארץ ישראל, ועל ידו נעשה אז הזיווג העליון. However, not however, I beg your pardon. אבל but, or nevertheless, the supernal coupling, meaning of za and nukva, did not actually occur until Abraham went to the land of Israel. Only then was he able to effect the supernal coupling. Last passage, not the last, not the last of the entire, because it's a very lengthy one. It's a very lengthy one. Vezeesh is one of the, again, it's an abbreviation. Lo Akadosh Baruch Hu Lekh Lekha Veze She'amar, sorry, yeah. Veze She'amar Lo Akadosh Baruch Hu Lekh Lekha Meretzecha Umimoladitecha Vego, etc. Kedei Shetiken or Shetiken Al Yado Zun Vezi Devog Yachad. Welcome, welcome, Anava. We are on the Parashat Lekh Lekha. I was just not just. I was. I'm busy reading the teaching of Arya Kadosh. The page is in the group. So we continue. Veze Shiama Lekh Lekha Me'artzecha Vego Ve'ashka Legoy Gado Ve'ashecha Legoy Gado Ki Belachto La'aretz Israel Yogdal Za Al Yado Ve'i Gadol Bebechai Mochin Veyochal Leazivuk Imenukva. This is the mystical meaning of God's command to Abraham. Go forth from your land and from your birthplace and from your father's house to the land that I will show you, and I will make you into a great nation. The word goy, there is a paranoia in the world, a paranoia mindset in the world, because whenever we talk about goy, we think only goy is a non-Jew. It's unfortunate, it's not the case. The nation of Israel is also referred to by the Torah as a goy echad baaretz. That's what we say every Shabbat, Mincha. Kadosh continues. When he went into the land of Israel, meaning Abraham, he caused Zerah to develop and mature into the level of intellectual consciousness. It could then couple with its nukva. last but not least, is the passage on to Benimtza ki terem sheba'u amochin baza za alpin lo haita niglat bechai le ki lo ine yotze ela me'arat המוחין כנודע, ולכן לא נגלת רק האחר, הנקראת ארץ תחתונה. It follows that this, I beg your pardon, it follows that until this maturity mentality or mature mentality, and that the path of Leah was not revealed. You know, the path of Leah, you know, the last hay of the name Havaya is also referred to as Rachel. This is because Leah emerged from Zara and Pin, meaning, I beg your pardon. This is because Leah emerges only as a radiance of his mentality, as is known. Therefore, Anikra, therefore, all that was revealed was Rachel, which is known as the lower land. So, let's come to the boat. And before I get to the boat, I just wanted to to highlight a few things when it comes to Torah. First is Hebrew language. Many of us, we think that Hebrew is a language like all other languages. Far from the reality. Hebrew is a language of code. Because the Hebrew words are codes. They are not really referring us to this level of existence, because this is just the shadows of things that we do not truly see, but we can only perceive them through the words, through the letters, through this code of the Torah. It's not a combination of characters called letters, and they combine them and they form a word. As one guy some time ago, one professor said, the meaning of a word in the world is a result of consensus between you and I. How is it this consensus? We agree that if I say me, then me is me. I refer to me. But there is one layer to that, is that the one who coined a word is the only appropriate person to tell you what he meant or what is meant or what is meant. Well, maybe that is not also the right way to say it, because I said what is meant, it looks that he is not the coiner of the word. So the one who coined the word is the one who has got the power of definition of a word. We don't define the Torah, the word of Torah. We try to understand from both sides. From the Akadosh Baruch Hu's point of view, and from our perspective as human, find ourselves in this illusion called the world. So that's when you look at the Hebrew word, be very slow to say you understand exactly what it means. It's a code. Unless you are seated at the feet of the masters who know how to decode the code, you will be able to come to a certain level of understanding the Torah. Let's come now to hapsukim discussed by Ari Kadosh. I like drawing into blocks or into circles. From here, as you can see, my board, we are familiar with that. We are familiar with this. Only sometimes we only exercise some. Hey, yeah. This is called Za. And the last one here, this last one, this last, this last circle here down, this is what is being referred as Nukva. It's also representing Rachel. Leah is much more upper. As you probably have learned, Rachel, when it comes to their marriage, let me put this way, to their marriage, you could remember somewhere, somehow, it says, wherever you find the name Yaakov is says to have married to Rachel. But when it comes to Israel, Israel is much more related to Leah. Leah is more upper, and Rachel down, not down in the sense of essence, no. It's how it was arranged. Best what Hashem, in the near future, we will learn more about this concept. So what was I talking about? I wanted to say, when you look at the word of the Torah, they are actually the manifestations of a certain order, the upper world, that those higher ideal of the spiritual world manifesting or projecting themselves to this world. So when you look at, for example, the name Abraham, we know that well, like one of the Mekobalim said to me the other time, a couple of years ago, and the Rabbi Pinchas also keep on, not that he keep on, he mentioned a number of times, not everything that you read in the Torah did exist, but it is true. What does that mean? Certain things in this level of existence did not truly exist But even if it did not exist and it's mentioned in the Torah, it is true. Why is it true if it did not exist? The physical appearance of a thing, it does not mean it is true. And the way of defining the truth in the Torah is not the way we define all the truth is being defined in the world. Because we are saying in the world, we are saying the truth is the absence of the opposite, which is not the case. This world or this level of reality, you cannot say things is true. Because if you say it's true, then you are negating the opposite of that word. Let's come back to the word. Having given that a picture, let's come to our word here. It says, this name, Abraham, is a hint to the coupling of Za, meaning Vav of Havaya, and the last Hey of the name Havaya. How so? Ari HaKadosh demarcated these two, separated Mem Shofit from the first three letters. 4 letters, and the Ari HaKadosh demarcated or separated Mem Shofit from the very first 3 letters. And what did he call these 3 letters? He called them Za. He called them Za. How? Before we come to the word how. And what is this Mem Shofit? Mem Shofit, he called it Nukva. In other words, before the era of the patriarchs, there was no a coupling between Za and the Nukva. Why? Because the Western world have contaminated our cultural values. You find men in our world, you find men wherever they are overcome or wherever the heat of desire, for example, the union, they do it at any place, in any place. Whether this can be in the car, this can be in the corner somewhere there, or it can be in the bar, or it can be at the beach. You find them doing that. And at any time, during the day, everything is just in the open. The Torah says, in many places, Ari HaKadosh says, no, that should not be the case. But if you do prevent, like from the cultural point of view, and if you put this order in your house, the world of human rights is condemning you that you do not respect the so-called human rights. As if it truly they understand what the essence, the true concept of human rights. They don't. Without Torah, rest be assured that you don't understand what human right is. And you do not know what it truly means freedom. You don't. So, before the era of Abraham, there was no zivuk. Why? The zivug was destined to take place in a specific area, in a specific locality. I'm talking about the geographical area. What is that area? First of all, we have to look at who is this Zah? I have said these 3 letters of the name Abraham, not Abraham or Abraham, but Abraham. This is what is called Zah. So Abraham himself, he is a reincarnation of Zah. It's a manifestation of Zah, the 6 Sephirot. And he has to come, first of all, remember, when he got Yitzchak, he was not even called Abraham. He was no longer called Abraham. He became Abraham, with H or with A added into his letter. And we have to understand also the letter, that very letter, hey, it's not the subject of now. So now, Abraham being the manifestation of Zah, has to come to the land of Israel, that is also referred to as Nukva, the land of Israel, the Malchut.
How can Avram have not a circumcision yet and already be Zah? Like, how can he be on the level without the Orla? He has the Orla. How can you connect Zah with the Orla? I don't understand.
Can you explain yourself? Did he get a circumcision when he was called by this name?
No, he did not. He's still the Orla. He's still the foreskin.
Is this Ola?
I mean, that's what I thought it was said in the Chumash. Maybe I'm wrong, but it said in the Chumash that after he circumcised.
But what is Ola? How do you spell Ola?
That's, I guess, Ein Reish Lamed He. Like, I don't know how you would write it.
Are you sure?
No, I don't. How you write Ola?
Do you have got a phone there?
Sure.
Can you spell Ola for me?
See? Google it or something. I guess it would be that. How?
Ola is not written with Resh. It's written with a Lamed.
Ola?
Yeah.
No, because she said it's Resh.
Resh?
Yes.
Okay. Beg your pardon.
No problem.
Sorry,
No
I'm
problem.
wrong.
No problem. I'm just curious, like how
You said Ola or
Yeah.
you said Ora?
no Orla, but
Orla.
like the foreskin.
The foreskin.
Yes, it's called.
Orla with Resh.
Okay, sorry.
Resh and Lamed. Orla.
Okay. Toda. Resh, I mean Aleph.
Ein, I thought. Ein,
Sorry.
Reish Lamed He. I thought.
Ein Vav, Resh,
Ein
Lamed.
Vav. Ein Vav, Reish Lamed He. Ein Vav, Reish Lamed He.
What are you talking about?
Orla, foreskin.
The foreskin. Okay, spell it for me, please.
Ein,
Ain, okay.
Vav,
Vav, yes.
Resh,
Ah,
Lamed.
why is it called that way?
it's skin, no?
Is it a skinny like the skin we have, you and I have?
No,
Ah, okay.
it's too right. It's different.
Okay, do you see these letters in Lucy Abraham?
You see the Reish.
Yes.
That's it.
So this one is spelled with the I.
Ein, yes.
And this one is called what?
Bet.
No.
This
one-
Aleph. With the
yes.
Aleph. And the bet.
So you don't see these letters.
It's
right?
somewhere you see them in Ava,
No,
right?
no.
You don't
No,
see
no,
it.
no, no. The resh is only the resh that
Nachon,
you
true.
find in Abraham.
Nachon.
But the rest, no. Right?
Yes.
Good. And the Ari Kadosh said, these 3, Aleph, Bet, Resh, is the reincarnation, not a reincarnation, is a manifestation of Za. Based on Hashem, we will come to this because we are still in the Bereshit. We will come to this because you find it in the first encounter of this word. We find it in the Bereshit chapter. Parashat Bereshit, chapter 3. We will come encounter that when it comes to his circumcision.
Yes. So after the circumcision, he's not.
After his circumcision, he was not Abraham. He was Abraham. Abraham.
With the hay.
With the hay. But it all depends, because in Havaya, the hay appears twice. When the first hay is being referred as to Ima. And the last hay, that is what he calls Nukva. So here, Arya Kadosh is discussing the relationship between Za, which is the Vav, and the last hay, which is Nukva. That before Abraham was or came or appeared, there was no union between the hay, the Vav and the hay. But after he appeared, and then starting the union between the Za and the Nukva. But it could not start outside the land of Canaan. It should be here in the land of Canaan,
which is the land of hay,
which is the land of Israel today.
But it's hay. It's also what you said.
Yes, it has to take place here, but it cannot also take place, as we have learned on a previous occasions, that the what is this? A zivuk is also written here. The zivuk of Abraham, and the Nukva. It does not start with them. It does not start with them. It could be, not that it could be, according to Arya Kadosh, because Za was still in a mature mentality. What is mature mentality? Arya Kadosh used the word Anika, Yenika. In other words, Za, we know how Za get his mochin. How does he get his mochin? He get his mochin from the Ima, the first hay. How? He only get his mochin once. There is a union taking place between Abba and the Ima, and they cannot also get into the union unless there is upper union, starting from where? Ketel, Arich Alpin. They must get something. They must get a signal from there, and it comes to them. And that their union produces Za, so that Za also pass that to Nukva. Until that is done, probably our world is also does not exist. Our world does not exist. This mem, based on Hashem, we will. because this is two dalet. This is two dalet, also referring to nukva. But based on Hashem, we will get to it sometime.
So rough, like one way to understand Za is that it's the world of Yetzirah, right? And Nukva is the world of Asiya.
Yes.
So you could say that before that there was no harmony between Yetzirah and Asiya, like there were at.
I wouldn't say the word harmony, because when you say the word harmony, it looks.
Before not, they were not in harmony, but with Avram it became connected.
Maybe I'm too behind when it comes to the word harmony.
Maybe another word, but like the Kesher was with Avram, right? The Za and
the Kesher?
The Za and the Nukva became connected with Avram. So can you say also the world of Yatzir and the world of Asir became connected with Abraham? Can you make the same idea?
The main thing is what made them not to come together. It's good that you open that box up. One of the reasons is that Ariya Kadosi said is because Za, or the mind, the mochin from the Ima that Za should receive did not enter the Za yet, that moment. So he was still in a nascent stage. So in other words, this is one of the reason it's good that you open it up, because why I'm saying it's good that you open it up is because we have learned many times, and we keep on learning it, and we're teaching it now, that when you get all engaged into union out of pleasure, what you are bringing into this world, you are bringing in the Shadim, people who are destined even for Geinom. If you get into union out of pleasure, then all the beings that you draw into this world, they are destined for Geinom. This is the reason why, one of the reasons why Ham had to do what he has to do to his father. So he has to. You call it emasculate or what? You call it castrate. I call it castrate. He has to castrate. Yes, he has to castrate his father. Why? Because his father was destined to bring Moshiach into the world, and his wife, Noah's wife, she was also busy with some heavenly beings, with the Shadim also, for that.
She was having relations, or
what?
What she was doing with them? Like she was getting connected with them, like.
So of course she had union with them.
But like this, like spiritual, physical, how does it work? Both.
Spiritual
physical
beings. They became physical. They become also fit. It's one of the mothers, the four mothers of who gave birth to Shaidim. So Ham had to castrate the father, preventing the father not to bring that lofty soul of Moshiach into the world. Because had he brought him down, the Moshiach would have also gone straight to Geinom. So he prevented the Moshiach not to descend there. So let's come probably to the end of my limud because of our time. I beg. Rabbi Ishai. It's your time. Now you are saying you want me to continue. Okay, let's come. Let's come quickly to the two words. I wanted to, this one I will write it like this. So, what do we see when we look at my board quickly? And that is where we are going to end. When you look at the name Abraham and the name Bereshit, what do you see? If I divide the 6 letters of the word Bereshit, if I divide into 2 the word Bereshit, if I divide them into middle, what do I see? I've got the word bara, which means creation. But the very same word, no, not the same word, the same letter, the first 3 letters. These are the first 3 letters of the name Abraham. You only rearrange them. You rearrange these 3 letters of the name Abraham to rearrange them to mean bara, creation. And then not only that, I leave you with another, the word Amar. Remember, our Pasha starts with the Amar Hashem El Abraham. What do you see in the name, in this name? Is it? I can exchange, this is my own chidush. I can exchange the very same meme that appears at the end of Abraham. I can change it. I can remove it. And I can exchange it with bet. Still the same letters. Aleph Resh. Why would it be Abraham, when you look at Abraham, no, by Omer Hashem El Abraham. What is the difference between these 2 letters? It's only bet. The bet in the word Amar that's only the difference. So is this not a hint to that the entire creation is in the merit of Abraham? And if you saw, Ariya Kadosh mentioned about the Alpine. And we have learned through the teaching of Ariya Kadosh that the first 3 Sefirot. Remember how I have started with Moshe's last speech. He describes what the Torah is. He says, "It's our wisdom, Chokhmah. It's our bina. It's our dat." Then you have got Chabad. We have got the Chabad. I leave that with you, Bezrat Hashem, and we continue on the Yom Rishon. Thank you very much for affording me the opportunity to share with you. Rabbi Shai, what time are you? 3 minutes? Rabbi Shai will start in 3 minutes' time. Anava, do you have got a question?
No, Rabbi, I don't have any question.
Then I have got a question for you.
Okay.
Well, you really want a challenge? Okay, I will put a challenge. I will put a challenge. And my challenge is it's based on the name Abraham.
Okay.
What is called a there is a word, Hebrew English word, limb, which can also mean organ. All right, limbs, organs, right?
Yeah.
And the Hebrew word for organ is this, has got the same letters as these three letters. Sorry.
Okay.
The Hebrew word for organs starts with, has got the same letters as these three letters. And we saw the same letters are the very first letters, three letters of the word Bereshit. Now, when it comes to limbs, meaning Evarim, what is being referred to as Evarim? And what do they have? Yes, what is being referred to as Evarim? You don't need to answer for today. I mean, today. I put up a challenge.
Okay, so next time I have to find that.
Sorry?
So for next time I have to find what is Evarim?
No. I gave you the meaning of Evarim.
Okay.
I'm asking, what did I ask? Why limbs in Hebrew have got the same letters as the name Abraham?
Okay. Okay.
Remember what I have said before? In the word Bereshit, the word Bereshit consists of 6 letters.
Okay.
Which are also corresponding to 6 Sephirot of Zah. Right? What are these letters doing in the first? And why did they start with the word Bereshit, although in a different order?
Okay, I'm gonna work on it, and next time try to.
Be'ezrat Hashem. Thank you very much, Anava, for the platform you have given me to share with you. I wanted to wish you and your family Shabbat Shalom.
Shalom.
Hope to see you on Yom Rishon. Baruch Adonai Leolam. Amen ve'amen.
Amen.
Chazak to you.